found caves of giants. So I do believe that there's still giants around, but this instance of what they call six-finger disease amongst the Bedouin, I think is something very interesting.
So let me say this, to show you the connection here. Notice what he says in verse 32. I'll end with this, then we'll take your question. Hold on. He says, you shall make no covenant with them, speaking of these groups. Then now notice the connection. He says, you shall make no covenant with them, nor with their Elohim. Okay? Their gods. Why would you care? I mean, if these gods are benign, what does it matter? I mean, they're not really anything real anyway. But then he says this, they shall not dwell in your land, lest they make you sin against me. For if you serve their gods, it will surely be a snare to you. So there's this understanding that behind this benign thinking that, well, these gods are just nothing, that there stands behind them demonic forces. So if you worship them, they will be a snare to you. So don't make a covenant with them, because when you make a covenant with them, in essence what you're making a covenant with is their God. They're so deeply connected, you can't separate them. They and their God are one and the same. Yeah, go ahead.
Just what you're just saying right now. America, beware. This is happening in our own country today. This multiculturalism. A horrible thing that has just generated in the last couple of years is called Chrislam. Yes. What fellowship is there between light and darkness, or Christ and beyond?
Right.
And going back to what we was talking about, the conundrum. When children of Israel was at Mount Sinai, God told them, I'll give you 2 days to clean up your garments, and the third day I'm going to come down to you. Don't believe that there was no grace in the Old Testament, because God gave the Canaanites 400 years to straighten up their act, and they didn't.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you see the grace of God in Genesis 15, which Russell was mentioning earlier, that he says, you know what? Until the sin of the Amorites is filled up, I will not bring judgment. So I'm going to let this fill up, so that nobody can say, well, he acted too hastily and didn't give them a chance. And in that time, you saw no improvement. There was no improvement. In fact, this is why the flood is saying we have Hamas everywhere. That is violence. People are just destroying each other in wanton fashion. And we just came through the 1900s. We just came through the most violent century in world history. And we're not going to get any better in this century.
They're going to get worse.
They're going to get worse.
They'll get worse.
My name is Anuba Montoya. I'm an account worker, six-finger guy. Maybe he's the
Did my father?
Killed my father, prepared to die. Yeah. I love that show. A guy that could quote every line in that movie. It is crazy. It's a classic. Princess Bride. Have you seen